I I find this so funny that I even have to make a video about it. But I guess our Indians, for lack of a better phrase, sometimes their upbringing is, I don't know, either it's pathetic or they suffer from a lack of upbringing. And with that comes a lack of common sense and a lack of critical thinking. And I'll tell you why. I guess I'll title this video as addressing the disrespect to my wife. And I'll tell you exactly what happened. And here's the funny thing, these Indian buggers who get in touch with me, who are part of the community, they are not aware of the fact that they are actually disrespecting my wife. I'll make you understand, okay? And by the way, if you're wondering why am I wearing this hoodie and all that, it's not for style. It is actually cold and 22 degrees. And on top of that, I've not eaten for 14 days. So it's kind of hard for my system. So that's why I'm wearing it. One second. So, yeah, okay. Let's start by addressing what made me make this topic. As you know that most of the viewers of my channel are men, okay, young men. And surprisingly, even 11-year-olds watch my videos, which I'm kind of surprised. So many of them have questions which are, normal, like either personal, professional relationships, which I totally understand. And especially when you can't speak to your mother, father, or you don't have anyone, so you're kind of lost. You can only Google search, or you'll ask ChatGPT, or you'll ask someone who you feel, okay, I can ask this person who's elder than me. So most of them have a very common question related to girlfriends, long-term relationship, getting married, finding the right partner. And I totally understand, because when I was of their age, I also had these questions. I used to always think I'll find my soul mate, and the person who I love, I'll marry, and it'll be like, the kind of Disney kind of movie, happily ever after. She'll be my soulmate. We'll have the one heart, one body, one soul, all that bullshit. Okay, it doesn't exist. And we always think if you get married, you're married forever. But after 4 marriages, I can tell you that no, that's not the case. So many of the Indian men, they want a marriage partner. And when you Google search online and you end up with people like Andrew Tate who say, put those bitches in their place and, be the alpha male. There are these new terms, alpha male, sigma male, beta male. And so they are, as it is, they are confused. And then with this, they get even more confused. Okay. So given the fact that they feel I'm very genuine and I've always spoken my heart off, I've made videos about me being a playboy, from the age of 30, sleeping around with various women, mutual consent. I never cheated them, never give them a false pretext of getting married just to have sex. No, I've never done that. They knew I was a playboy. They also didn't mind no strings attached relationship. But when I decided to seriously get married, that was the 4th time, it was a very calculated and, logical decision. And it was not smooth. It was not like foolproof. There were a lot of bumps. And it was a rather, obsessive, soul-searching endeavor, a journey that I went on until I was able to find my current wife, who you guys know, my wife Nitnipa Nakun, that's her Thai name, but she is known as Annie. So, and here's another thing, I don't know if you're aware of this. I was supposed, the girl I was getting married, who came here, who I was in touch with for 6 months, and she stayed with me, and I spoke to her parents, and she already had a daughter. She tattooed my name on her chest. Okay. This female, she ran off with my money, cleaned up the bank account and ran off. So just imagine, even after more than 5,000 profiles on thighcupid.com and meeting with 10 and finally getting the right one, still it was a disaster. And the next one, who, again, right partner, but then she got a call from Hong Kong and she decided, hell with your marriage. I've got a well-paying job, which anyway, she ended up losing, and now regrets it, because I met her and she told me how much she regrets it, but it was too late. I was already married with this wife. And this girl, pure luck, absolutely pure luck. She just put her profile and I was among the first 5 that she bumped. And if you have followed my channel, you know that I proposed to her the first meeting, like first time I chatted with her on video. First time. I didn't say hi, hello until then. I asked her, you want to get married? Yes or no? Straight away. Because I was fed up, man. I was totally the same. So, like I told you, it was luck, because we got, first time I saw her, Asked her, you want to marry? Within 3 days, I met her. Within, I think, less than a week, we got married. So don't do that. In my case, I'm a little crazy. But it worked out. Perfect. She doesn't smoke, drink, doesn't go out, doesn't socialize, doesn't spend money on useless things. And, me also same. Don't go out, don't socialize, no smoke, no drink. I'm just obsessed about my work. Okay. So now, what is the offensive thing that I'm talking about? Given that so many of you know my story, or some don't know, and given the fact that I've mentioned online that my wife doesn't spend money on unnecessary things, like she'll buy outfits which are just $1, which is from the second-hand market. She doesn't like to spend money at all. She doesn't like to. She'll buy very cheap things, like literally maybe she'll not go beyond $10 per month on her clothes. So when I tell people this, they're like, "Oh wow, man, I can get a wife who'll only spend $10." When I tell people that she eats simple food, she doesn't want to go to expensive restaurant, they're like, "Hey man, that is the ideal wife, man. Doesn't want to go outside." And then when I tell them that she doesn't buy any branded item, so what my audience feels, or what these young men will, man, your wife is ideal. Ideal. She will cook, she will clean, she'll maintain the house, she'll worship you like a god. She respects you. She calls you sir. She doesn't go out. She doesn't spend money. Man, that is the exact wife I want. Will not take anything and will serve me and make me feel like $1 billion. And I can tell her, sit, stand, roll over, play dead. And this is where it's like I begin to wonder. Common sense is not common. And what I want to tell you guys explicitly is my wife is not a maid. My wife is not like, for lack of a better term, is not a dog that, hey, stand, sit, roll over, play dead. Okay, have sex, open your legs, open your mouth. Come on, now massage my feet. Even when I tell people that, I was sitting and talking to my daughter, my wife was massaging my feet, they think, oh man, that's great, yeah. Every day I'll come. Hey, come massage. Boss, it's like, do I have to spell it out so explicitly for you to understand? I get so baffled and amazed. And these people are not trying to disrespect me and say, hey, I want a bitch like this. Although there are some Indians who lack the proper upbringing. I pity their parents to having given birth to, individuals like this. It must have been a mistake. The condom must have had a hole. That's why they were born. Because they say, hey, how much for that bitch and how much for one night? That's how they address my wife. They can do that because they are behind an anonymous, account. They can say whatever they want, and I don't take them seriously. I just block, delete, finish. They just have to give me one line on. I don't entertain. But then there are these genuine Indian guys who literally they think they are being honest and polite when they say, I want a wife like yours. One of them even said, I want a wife like yours. It's so cheap and so easy to maintain. He seriously said that. Your wife is so cheap and easy to maintain. I want a wife like that. That is why I'm going to address it explicitly so that you get, it's like I really pity you that you don't have common sense, that your upbringing is so bad. You lack the basic understanding. So let me make you understand. Number one, this is my life partner. This is my best friend. This is the person who I would give my life to. This is the person who I'm earning and leaving behind for her and my child. She's not a dog. She's not a maid. She's not like a sex slave in the house. Although there are many people, especially our feminists, who consider that she is one because of their insecurities. Let me make it explicit. I've written down a few examples to make you understand. Now, though my wife doesn't spend money, that doesn't mean I'm not giving her money. To tell you where the expenses come, which you're not aware of. Insurance, you have to pay annually. Okay. Then house saving. She wants to build a house. I'm not interested. It's for her. Okay. I have to pay her money every month. Future savings for her. Future savings for my daughter. Pocket money for her. Pocket money for my daughter. Food expenses for her. Food expenses for my daughter. On top of that, my daughter goes to school and all that, which is cheap and free, but I still give her extras. That is okay. Nothing much. Basic requirements for her and my daughter. Extra pocket money to buy toys and stuff that keeps them happy. I call it toys, but whatever they want. And then even though I give them, my wife, a salary per month, do you think that on a day-to-day, okay, I give her the salary. Do you think when I go out and shop and I bought something very delicious for me, let's say from KFC or Pizza Hut, I bought a nice pizza, but I'm only going to bring it for me and tell my wife, I give you salary, you go buy your own pizza. Are you stupid? If I buy something for me, I buy for my wife. And you think I can ignore my daughter? Let's say I bought a box of chocolates for me, which, I mean, you really have to be a jackass. And jackass is a compliment that I'm giving. I wish I could give you an even more bad word. If I buy a box of chocolates for me, you think I'm not going to buy it for my daughter? And you think I'm just going to say, oh, my wife not required, only my daughter? If I buy something for me, let's say a chocolate cake or something that is expensive, which is premium, you think I'm not going to buy something for my wife? You think I'm not going to buy something for my daughter? In fact, every single day we go and purchase something out, I buy for both of them, even though I've given them money already. On top of that, anything my wife wants, anything my kid wants, if I have to be called a man of the house, I must be able to buy. Do you know, my wife comes to my room, takes my wallet. No, she doesn't touch my wallet without permission. Sorry. Before I used to, until she made a mistake of lending money to someone, and then I removed that privilege. But she has access to all my bank accounts. She has access to all my cards. She has access to all my passwords, social media, everything. That's how trust works. So my wife, I'll tell you how. Like yesterday, she came to me. I want 2,000. Okay. I asked her for what? She told me, okay, I have to pay for Shopee. I have to pay for this. I have to pay for the food. I have to buy food for the pets. Okay, take. I didn't say anything. And if she comes and there's no money in my wallet, we have to buy this for this. Okay, take. And if suppose she asks me for something which I feel is slightly grandiose, let's say she says, I want to buy this. I want to buy for, let's say, an outfit and shoes. I just ask her, like, what happened to the previous? No, I just like to buy. Okay, take. Like, she's mature enough to know not to buy unnecessary stuff. But if I have to keep the respect of being a man, when she wants money, I have to give. In fact, one day she asked me, my mama is going to the temple. She just wants little money. Now my wife has money. My wife has money, which I pay her salary. But yet she comes to me and says, my mama is going to the temple and she wants to give it to the monk and she wants to give it to the charity and whatever. So I just asked her, like, I give you salary now. Why don't you spend from that? I asked her. She said, no, but that is for me, that is for me and baby. And so I said, is it necessary to give to the monks? Yeah, because my mama, it's a blessing. I said, okay, fine. I could have said no. But if you have to be the man, if you have to get respect, you have to say yes. It's not that I'm saying that every time my wife comes, like how you see in the movies, hey, baby, I want to buy a diamond jewel. I want to buy a car. And no, basic things. And she is not a spendthrift. So, and here's another thing. You know how many iPads I have, how many gadgets I have. Do you know this, that every time, when I bought an iPad for me, you really think that I'm not going to buy for my wife and for my kid? You think I'm going to keep the iPad only for me, or I bought a new smartphone? No, you use that secondhand. My wife had I think $50 phone, okay, and I had the iPhone. Immediately, I purchased one for my wife. Now my wife has 4 phones, from a Samsung Flip to Huawei to another one, Realme, to one Oppo. Okay, she has 4 phones. Now you'll be like, why she has 4 phones? Well, I got a good deal. I thought it'll be good for her. She likes to take photographs and videos. I bought Realme. She wants to watch movies. So the Huawei phone is like, I think nearly, it's a second-hand, 6 years we have used. It has slight cracks and it has a green light, but she still uses it. I said, fine. She wanted the Flip. I gave the Flip to her, but there I didn't make it easy for her. I said, I bought a brand new Flip. You give me a second-hand price. And I made it a little bit lesser for her. So she's happy. Then she wanted one which she could access her bank accounts and all that. I bought another one. Okay, I got a good deal. So if I'm buying something for me, I can't deprive her, boss. And for those of you who are like, I don't know, have that sick, sad, stupid Indian mentality, you want the cheapest test for the best test. It doesn't work in relationship, boss. If you're this thing, just go get a dog. Seriously, go get a maid or a dog. Don't get a wife. You have to treat your partner with so much respect and dignity, and you have to take care of them. My wife respects me because I give her a life that she would never get. Her life, suppose, in the village, as a single female, if it was here, and if she worked, it would come here. I'm giving her a life that is up here, which all her sisters, her mother, her entire family, everyone knows. None of them, nobody has that life. My wife sits at home. She can watch YouTube the whole day, which she does, while doing housework, and she gets paid double than what she would get paid if she worked outside. And on top of that, I take care of all the expenses. See, small things like even buying, let's say, an air conditioner, buying them, let's say my daughter wanted extra class, take the money. My wife wanted some language learning skill app. Just give. Don't ask. All these. Okay, I told you, no, my wife. See, my wife can live on 350 baht, 50 baht, which is just 100 Indian rupees, which is not even like $2 or something, whatever. Three times. Okay, say $6 US dollar. She can live on eating just rice and little curry. With she'll go to the forest, take some leaves or whatever. She can eat that. Okay, $6. You seriously think I'm going to give my wife $6 worth of food? I allow my wife to buy prawns and shrimps, crabs, once in a while lobster. This cost money. This is not cheap. And you might think, oh, you're making a big deal about food. Boss, every day if you spend money, every single day if you spend money, it accumulates. There is internet, there is, basic expenses, there is phone bill, there is food, there is water, electricity. There are so many other factors that come into play. If you're married and you have a kid, you know this. So all I'm trying to tell you guys is, listen, if you're thinking of getting into a relationship with a beautiful woman who will take care of you, treat you like a king, and you think you will pay them a laborer's fee, better you get a slave. I'm telling you, better get a servant who you pay extra for sex. That's not a wife. A wife is someone you love and respect. And remember what I told you. My wife has access to my bank accounts. Okay, complete access. If I were to die today, all of it goes to her. All. I work day and night for them. Yes, I want a good life, 100%. But I'm doing it also for the family. Please don't get into a relationship or worse, don't get married if you think I'm going to get a beautiful, attractive, good looking, good charactered, selfless wife for cheap. Let me give you the final statement. You know, Thai women, they're not dumb. They're smarter than you. Seriously. They might appear very timid and very loving and caring, but they know their priorities, and Thai women are like men. They take care of their families. Unlike most Indian females who dedicate their whole lives to their husband and mother, father, they don't get. Thai females, even if they get married to a man, they will still want to make sure that their parents are taken care of. And that is where you as a man, you have to take care of them. You have to pay. So you're not marrying one person, you're marrying maybe her mother, father, brother, sister, the entire family. That is how the Thai culture works. Don't live in some dream land, aqua park, where you think, oh, yeah, I just got married to the girl, don't spend money. Jackass. Absolute fucking monkey. Brainless. Even a monkey has more brains than you. And asking me, how can I get the cheapest wife? Go to, some brothel in India. Okay, go to some red light district. Even a prostitute there will tell you, boss, you don't pay money, get lost. Like how that one Indian guy, I made that video, no? He goes to a Thai sex worker and says, okay, I'll give you 500. What she tells him, you're Indian, right? You're from India. 500, go fuck a dog. She tells him straight, 500, you can get a dog, pay that dog. Or go get Indian women who are for 500. That is how they will talk. So please keep your self-respect and dignity and have some basic common sense, and at least use your decency that you're talking to someone who you look up to in terms of age or experience, expertise, and ask yourself, are you such a dumb fuck where you have to tell that person, a person who is elder than you, how can I get a wife like yours who's cheapest? I sometimes I respond to some of them and say, ask your father how you got your mother. Your answers will be given. Yeah, because what else can you tell them? That's the only way they learn. You mean like your mother? The same? The rates are cheap? Hey, why are you talking about my mother? Yeah, because you are a stupid ass. You don't know what to ask, man. Anyway, this is what I wanted to tell you. Yes, your intentions may be good. Maybe you don't have a vocabulary, but it's inexcusable the way you guys ask. Respect women, boss. I have a wife, I have a daughter. Okay, respect women. You have a mother, you have a sister. Is that the way you will talk about them? I just get baffled and amazed at our Indians. Seriously. Anyway, this is what I wanted to tell you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would definitely love to hear what you have to say. All right? Chalo. Yalla. Take care.